So a big question that's come up is, why do we do this? It's something that we kind of started to ask ourselves recently, and so we just want to talk a little bit about that. This is, oh, it's such a big image. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm used to a little bit more of a kind of not so formal environment. There's no beer bottles rolling down the aisles anymore. So you gotta like loosen up a bit. So this, Jane and I came to Vancouver in 2003, and this is the city that we came to. This is what sort of was communicated to us. You know, it's beautiful, it's natural, it's leisurely, it's livable. And we know this because there's all these like global charts and graphs and things that tell us that we're one of the most livable cities in the world. And I think for us, we started to sort of question, like, well, is livable really good enough? And so part of our sort of project as a company and as individuals was we sort of took on the city as a project, and we said, well, how do we turn a livable city into a lovable city? And that's, I think, there's a big difference there. And I think that some of the things, the projects we've been involved in, and this one starts to support this sort of equation that we've come to understand, which is really sort of saying that if we're able to create content for our culture, if we're able to create a sort of dynamic cultural environment, we strengthen our communities by doing that. And in strengthening our communities, we help to build our identity. And I think that that's something that we're suffering at the moment as a city, is that we don't necessarily have an identity that's not been laid upon us by the tourism industry. And so when we find an identity that's built off of ourselves, it gives us pride. And that pride leads to an understanding of sustainability. Because if you feel passionate about where you are and what you do, you're not only able to protect that place, but you're also able to support that place. And so that's where we found this Vancouver. So this is the Vancouver that we love. This is the Vancouver that we know. This is the Vancouver that's full of innovation, creativity, passion, excitement. This is not the best place on earth. So what did we learn? Well, we learned this. Inspiration makes us act. All you tweeters out there. Inspiration makes us act. That is the key to this equation that we find ourselves. That is why there's 2,000 people here tonight. It's because we're starving for this. So hopefully we're allowing you to give it to you. And we're just the conduit. So that is where this came from, and that is why we're doing what we're doing here today.